Thanks again for being a part of our virtual family every day.
We're making Star Wars tortillas for a video I'm shooting later today called How to Make a Star Wars Breakfast. Plus, we're making pancakes in the shape of the Millennium Falcon, the X-Wing, and Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Everything okay in here? One day soon, those random coups will be absolute words. Supplies! Are you ready to fall asleep in Daddy's arms? I promise not to talk too much. Unless you want me to. What's gonna put you to sleep? Probably not walking around looking at awesome things, huh? I don't feel so bad not knowing how to make pancakes, because even Mom has to read the directions.
Yeah, because I usually make them by scratch.
Some require eggs and these don't.
We got just about everything we need. Behind the scenes of the pancake making.
Well, we'll see if they work. They're not too bad. Whoops.
Are we using this tortilla for something?
No, it's just a leftover.
It looks a little concerned. I see faces and things.
A, B, 3, and now 4.
You chose wisely. Hi, sweetie.
Use the last of the paper towels.
What? I'm pretty sure we have more. If not, let's just use diapers. We have plenty of those. Whoa! It's like the real thing! Undercooked TIE fighters are bad. Even if they're bad. Because TIE fighters are bad.
You are not moving your stuff in here.
No.
This is not your new space to put your stuff.
No. It's the Game of Thrones room.
Oh, TIE fighter broke. Did you hear that?
Diana has converted to the Nutella side of the Force.
Yes, good.
She thought she wouldn't like it, and so we didn't have it for the longest time, and now she's ready to accept it as a part of her life.
Yeah, because I'm not a huge fan of hazelnut, so I was like, ew, hazelnut spread, but it's so good. It's like chocolate and hazelnut.
Sounded like it worked.
A lot of work went into this video that I'm about to do.
There's more over there, too. Yeah, I think your mom was in the kitchen all morning.
That's a 3-2-1 muffin?
Yeah, do you want to show how to do it?
Well, maybe in your channel.
Okay, good idea. It takes 1 minute to make.
Since most people don't realize I'm doing a CPU video every weekday in the classic YouTube channel, you're going to see behind the scenes, much like my patrons do. My super nomies. You're all my nomies. Our nomies. But you get to see kind of what I go through. Kind of, because usually it takes me a half hour to get through all this in order to get all the footage to John for him to be able to compress into like a 5-minute video.
We like to listen to Daddy talk. We're playing spin the camera. Oh, you have to kiss me.
Okay, I really gotta get going with this. This is gonna be a long video. Shh! I cannot stress enough how shh is important. Okay. Hello! Hello world, I'm Chris Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and I bumped that plate. Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching another episode of CPU, which is short for Chris Pirillo. You decide what the U is short for, because you are the only U I care about. And I also happen to care a great deal about breakfast. Some say it's the most important meal of the day. I say it's another meal that I need to have. So I try to have a Star Wars themed breakfast. So that's why I try to have a Star Wars themed breakfast whenever I can. And I'm about to show you how you can do the same thing. And I'm about to show you how you can do the same thing. First up, you're going to need a plate. The first thing you may need to consider is getting a plate. Now, whether or not you can find this particular model, there are tons of Star Wars, yeah, that works. The first thing you need to consider is getting a Star Wars themed plate. I think I said something kind of important in one of today's live streams. Or how about I show you some of the footage here?
Howard the Duck, I think, because of how it was received, would be ripe for a reboot if it was done right. It was originally written to be an animated feature, not necessarily the movie the way it was produced. In fact, it cost more money. I love learning this stuff. It cost more money, not much, but it cost more to produce Howard the Duck than it did Return of the Jedi. Can you believe that? Lucas was looking for a way to spin off his software arm, the part of what he was building with Lucasfilm and everything after Jedi, because not much going on. He wasn't making much money because the movies were done. He sold the software part of what he was building to a buyer. Do you know who that buyer was, and do you know what that company became? The buyer was Steve Jobs, and that company became Pixar. So as much as you might have hated Howard the Duck, for everything that we've had in the world of Pixar, we have Howard the Duck to blame. Unbelievable. You should see my dad's face. It was the same. I had the same face when I'm reading. I'm like, what? Now that is journalism. That is the kind of article I love reading. I had no idea. Am I the only one who liked Howard the Duck? I was driving around. I remember in a vlog recently, for some reason, Inspector Gadget, the theme song popped in my head. Inspector Gadget. Next time, Gadget. Next time. One of the characters, Penny, had a book. It was an electronic book that she'd open up and she'd get anything. And I thought about that. I'm like, you know what that is? That's this. We live in a world of Inspector Gadget. And you don't even realize. You don't realize what you have until you've lost it. And you don't appreciate what you have until you understand what it was like before we had it. Kids these days, in my day, we used to have to tune in to cartoons, and if we missed them, we missed them, and that was it. We couldn't call the television company and complain. What makes it interesting to me is what this can do, how this can transform so many things, how it's going to get better over time, and how, in tow, the world is going to get better. Because if the world does not get better as technology gets better, what's the point? Mom made me a sandwich that I bit into the shape of the Millennium Falcon. Today I learned that little icon means I have low tire pressure somewhere. Assumedly, in a tire. I just so happen to have a tire expert with me. My dad is such an expert that he is retired. Yes. It's too much pressure. Or not enough.
One box?
One box. With collectibles for a video I want to do. No, only one collectible. I thought it was both. Oh well.
Is that two or one?
Really one. People collect these things. Pop vinyl. I actually walked into an auto parts store on my own volition. Earlier today I tried to reinflate the back tire, which was very low on air. It barely had any pressure at all. I had to buy a new gauge right here somewhere. Oh, sorry, Dad.
That's all right.
I dropped something else on you.
Yeah.
This is a gauge. It goes well beyond 12. It's bigger than a 12 gauge.
I hope it goes up to 30 or 40.
Yeah, 30, 40, whatever it takes. So I took the valve cap off to, of course, get air into the tire and held on to it and decided to set it on to the roof of my car thinking, oh, I won't forget it, and then I forgot it. And as I was driving away, I heard it slide off my roof and onto the cement in the middle of an intersection. We're in Dad's car because my tire is not really going to keep any pressure. I discovered that it was back down to 0 when I went to see how it was doing, and it's not doing well. So it appears that I need to get something patched. We gotta head out to get Marvel Star Wars 002, the new comic's out. I got a subscription for that series and the new Darth Vader series, which doesn't spin up for another couple of weeks, but unfortunately, neither one of them has started, apparently, so I've got to get the new issue today, because if I don't, I'll never be able to forgive myself. So, what happened while I was gone? Would you like to see what Daddy brought home? You'll be able to read it eventually. There's 002 with Vader on the cover and a blank variant for 001. I gotta find an artist to draw something on this cover. Oh yeah, light would work. Let me guess. We're having sauce for dinner.
Yes.
No, Socks for Supper. Do you remember that book?
No.
It was about a couple, an older couple, and they really didn't have a lot of money. And I can't remember the exact reason for what the exact story was, but I remember her knitting.
I remember!
Yeah, unraveling something of
Yeah.
hers and knitting socks for him.
Yes,
Something
I
like that.
do remember that!
Socks for Supper is the name of the book. I love the story.
By the way, what am I eating?
Pepperoni pizza rolls.
Alright, do I just pop them?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, that tastes amazing. I ate it so fast. I need another.
Put it back. He's eating my pizza pumpkin here. What is this? We got pizza roll?
Yeah, pepperoni pizza roll.
So now we gotta wait an hour before we really eat?
You look all weird.
What do you mean I look weird?
Your mouth looks weird.
My Darth Vader antenna topper came in, as well as my Darth Vader pop vinyl, and I think they sent us something by mistake. Baby,
Yeah.
what is this?
Oh, it came in. Look, baby. It's got a little corny TV toy.
For reals?
For real. Do you want to try it out first to see how it works?
Sure. Compost. And in other news, we reached 1,000 likes for vlog number 1004, which means that I get whipped cream pushed into my face. But you can still go back and like that vlog, because if we reach 2,000, then the same thing happens to you.
No.
Yes! That's what was promised. When are we going to do this? Because I don't think we have any whipped cream here.
I don't. Do you want to do it tomorrow?
Good. Do we initiate a new 1,000 like challenge for this vlog, though?
We could eat more.
Well, that's not really a challenge. Look, she goes into belly mode immediately.
She's got a strong neck.
Swim. Swim, baby.
Not too hard, though, because Daddy's crotch is right there. Thanks again for taking the time to watch, like, and share the videos we're doing for you every day, and for interacting with us everywhere. We'll see you tomorrow.